What's up everybody, LUI here, salute you wherever you are post-workout, and as I promised you on my social media, I'll try to address two comments, rather two videos that surfaced from Phil Heath, Mr. Olympia. The first one, it was an interview done by Frank Seep, where he addressed the controversy or the conundrum of distended stomach, aka pregnant bodybuilders. The comment, the very famous comment made by Arnold Schwarzenegger himself in his show, namely the Arnold Classic Columbus, right? That was the first thing. You will see the link here. I'm going to discuss it a little bit later. Secondly, an interview, or basically a small shot done by TMZ, where basically Phil Heath said that he dislikes the gym selfie phenomenon, right? So I'll try to address this respectfully. First of all, I have absolutely no harsh feelings versus Phil Heath, even though I had some, skirmish with him in social media last year. We already discussed about it, but it's the past, and I think he did recognize that when he made an interview on either MD magazine or was it Flex, either or, what he spoke about that episode indirectly. You guys remember he had some, basically, I did not like the way he addressed a fan of his who was a kid. I just called it that. I thought that he basically spoke to him in a non-conventional way, and I think he basically somehow recognized that in a sense later on. So it's an old story. He also blocked me back in the day on Instagram, but I just noticed that he unblocked me, so I salute him for that. Right, and first of all, when it comes to scrimmage, he's not the only one. Actually, I had scrimmage with his nemesis, trainer, namely George Farah, who trains Kai Green. I had back and forth conversation, confrontation on social media about the gut of Kai Green, which says a lot because I criticized the gut of Kai Green before even there was something called a gut in Phil Heath's case. Now, let me go back to the video that you guys probably will see. I'll attach the link again here, right? So basically, he says that Arnold Schwarzenegger should not invite to his party, namely the Arnold Classic competitors who have basically distended stomach. Now, granted, first of all, the Arnold Classic is the second biggest show in bodybuilding calendar, and these guys will qualify to the Olympia. So needless to say, he needs to invite top guys, top bodybuilders in a sense. Pretty much everybody is there except probably Phil Heath and Kai Green and some others, but most of them go there, right? They want to win that show. Now last year, actually, this year it was won, as you guys know, by Dexter Jackson. Phil Heath said that Dexter Jackson does not have a gut. Well, he has sometimes. When he flexes, it does not show. But when he is relaxed, pregnancy 101 in my book. Here is a picture of him. Actually, this was in, not this year, but probably a year or two ago in the Arnold Classic, right? Next to him, you will see big is small. Big is small. His gut is notorious, if you know what I mean. And the other dude is Kafel Nikos, I think, right? So that's what's up. Now, this year, I published the video of pregnant bodybuilders merely 3 minutes after it surfaced, which was basically shot backstage, where you see pretty much Rolly Winkler being oiled and his gut was freaking 9 months pregnancy, right? And then you will see, what's his name, Jason or Justin Compton walking in pregnant as well in my book, right? And you will see even everybody was pregnant in that shot except Cedric Aesthetic McMillan, and that created a havoc. So it went viral. If you type basically Arnold Classic of this year, the most watched video was that video I basically published. It was crazy. It was all over the place. It was shared like crazy. And then 24 hours later, Arnold spoke about it, right? Then again, if you go and type in pregnant bodybuilders on Google, the most watched topic and videos are made by me, right? So then again, I feel compelled to try to discuss this respectfully. Again, I have nothing against Phil Heath. So he posted that video today on his social media, and look at the response. I mean, even you guys answered him. You said, "Hey Phil, you were pregnant last year in prejudging." And then he answered that, okay, probably something like, "Prejudging does not count as long as I fixed it the next day." Admittedly, yes. I mean, he fixed his gut issue somehow. I mean, he diminished the size of his gut in 24 hours, right? But in my book, prejudging does count, Phil. What's wrong with you, bro? It does freaking count. We see you. Pictures do not lie. Prejudging has its importance. So the last time we saw you, you had pregnancy issues, the worst ever in your case, right? So that's what's up. What's right is right, right? And you said this morning, you should not judge me by last year, judge me by this year. We did not see you. We saw pictures of you off season. It does not count, bro. I mean, it does not count. I mean, the judgment day is prejudging and the second day of Mr. O. That's what's up, man, right? Again, as I said, no harsh feeling, because what is right is right. I mean, your nemesis, when he was pregnant, I called him before you, right? I mean, Kyrie, when he has a descended stomach, I called him. But let's go back to your statement when you ask Arnold to invite people who does not have descended stomach. So he will not invite Rolly Winkler, Justin Compton, the newcomer. He will not invite nobody. He will invite only Cedric McMillan, Big Ramy, Brendan Curry, and Sean Rodden. 4 guys? I mean, name me other top guys who are not pregnant, bruh. Does he have to invite Bob Paris out of retirement? Frank Zane come back to compete? Does he have to ask Serge Nubret to come back from the dead? May he rest in peace. Come on, bro. Right, so he has no choice but to invite these top guys because they need this. It's the second biggest show, bro. They need to qualify to the Miss Row. You know what I mean? So that's what's up. So they're battling, and in my reckoning, it is good for him to invite these top guys. Keep inviting Rolly Winkler. Last time I checked, he's top 10, and then call him up, bro. What's wrong with you? So try to fix it, because we need to understand here, Phil, that aesthetic guys are not legions. They're not legions. That's what's up. It is a growing problem. Everybody's talking about it. I proposed genuinely and humbly a solution to it. Like to impose to people to have at least a one mandatory pose where they showcase a vacuum. I know that most of the guys cannot do it now, but slowly but surely, like give it like 5 years for them to adapt. So the ranks of bodybuilders, upcoming bodybuilders, those new cats will adapt, and they have to do whatever it takes to create this type of vacuum pose. That will fix the problem of pregnancy, whatever they call it, like GH gut or roid gut. I don't know. The answer, I don't know. Some guy says it is food. Some people say it is GH with Slin. I don't know, man. I don't have the answer. I've seen guys who are small. I used to train a guy who's 5'2". 5'2", he has a weird stomach coming from the bottom, underneath his belly, and it does like a freaking whatever, like peak. Something is wrong there. We don't know. Is it food? I don't know. I have no clue. Somebody says food. I don't know. But if you impose a vacuum pose to everybody, they will have to agree to do it because they will be judged on it. Nobody judges that nowadays. That was a fault started in the 90s, in the Nasser El Somebody era. Jean-Pierre Fuchs, Ronnie Coleman included, Marcus Rule, right? Even Dorian Yates and so on. The mass monster era when they came. We forgot about freaking, aesthetics. But right now everybody's talking about it. And that's what's up. And you have Big Ramy coming now as a conundrum. How would you classify Big Ramy? Admittedly, he's the freakiest freak you guys ever encountered. 315 pounds. Yet, he has no belly. What can you say? Arnold cannot speak about him. So yes, that is a guy who is big, yet his gut is in control. When it comes to you, Phil Heath, listen. Admittedly and probably, debatably, you are the best Mr. Olympia ever. I'm not even kidding. I'm way in my way. You're like Kevin Levroni from the front, yet you have a 3D back. So you have done something that Kevin was not able to achieve. His back was flat. Admittedly, you know, you're narrow from the top. You cannot grow larger, wider. What you have done is having freaking bellies in your back. Your back is just amazing. It is a sight to be seen. Unheard of. Never seen, right? So that is to be saluted. You're probably the best. And you are a polarizing persona admitted by yourself. What you have said in the media, I agree with. Like, there are a lot of people who love you, yet there are a lot of people who hate you too. It's the first time we have that, right? That's what's up. You're quite different from your predecessor, namely Jay Cutler. You can see Jay Cutler in a video that was shot last week when he was interposing between, what's his name, George Farah and, the other trainer. I forgot his name. I'm on find it. Anyway, a known trainer, Chris Aceto, if I'm not mistaken. So there was a little scrimmage between Chris Aceto and George Farah in Brazil airport last week in the Arnold Classic, Brazil. Chris Aceto was calling George Farah, and you will see George Farah again irate a bit, Chris Aceto again irate, and there was Big and Small who was irate too, and you see Jay Cutler who was so relaxed between them. He stopped the fight. It's a different persona. Jay Cutler, you can search, there's not a lot of people who hate him. Yet you, bro, that's it. You say things that basically triggers some heat, and you can see like the dislikes or people basically coming at you in social media, and you do recognize that, right? That's what's up. Lastly, you also made a statement that you dislike people taking selfies at the gym. I do take selfies, man, at the gym, just to keep my subscribers posted, and you do too. Look, you do take selfies at the gym and also outside of the gym. So I don't think it's bad, especially if you train alone. You cannot ask somebody, oh, bro, can you take a shot of me? Come on, everybody does it. And listen, if we stop taking gym selfies, our social media would be dead. Like 95% of our pictures would be gone. Bodybuilders do, everybody does. Most of your pics are being shot by professionals. We don't have a professional photographer with us, man. So that's it. So that's what's up. Tell me what you guys think about it. And again, that's my opinion. Pregnancy issues does exist in bodybuilding nowadays. And Arnold has no choice but to invite these guys, because there's not legions of aesthetic guys with no pregnancy issues. He has no choice. He has to invite these guys. They're basically the top 10, the top 15. What can he do? He has no choice. Will he invite people from Europe because they're smaller? Come on, man. So that's what's up. That's my opinion. Salute you wherever you are. Tell me what you guys think about it. God bless you all day and day Libra.